Yo, you now tune in to the new episode, 10 Toes Down podcast. Y'all already know what time it is. We here, we getting it. Who we got in the building?
It's your girl, Goddess Kia. I'm part of the tribe.
Got your brother Shaka L. Bay in the building.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's your boy Dex McBean, Brooklyn.
Dex was good, man. You our first guest, actually.
Oh.
So, you know what I mean?
All right.
Welcome to the club.
Drinking everything.
What up? You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
God.
Milestones.
Yeah, milestones. Yeah, you know what I mean. Ain't too many y'all gonna be coming up here though, so it's just gonna be a few and far between.
Single location.
So though, yeah, definitely, you know, y'all gonna go to other locations, but ain't too many y'all go here.
Not this one.
Not this one. That's for damn sure.
Gotta be worthy.
Y'all earn that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, there's a lot going on in the world, man. Y'all already know how we get it down. You already know how, you know, we go ahead and get busy, man. So we're gonna go right into it, man. First, we're gonna take it uptown to the Bronx. Crotona Park to be exact. I know we, you know, happened a couple days ago, but you know, we gotta talk about it. Because we talk about everything on here in 10 Toes Down.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Donald J. Trump in Crotona Park. Trap was booming that day, from what I
That
heard.
nigga came to the hood. You know what I'm saying? He
Came to the hood, the heart of South Bronx, baby.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even hear about this. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was in the heart of South Bronx, Crotona Park.
I'm from Brooklyn. Didn't make it to me.
Yeah, man.
And you know, and that's ironic because he has building complexes in Brooklyn out there.
Yeah, oh, I know you got them out in Coney Island.
Yeah, he got them joints out there. You know what I
He's a
mean? Trump
queen.
Village, I think is it.
Some village.
Nah, he came to the jungle, man.
You went to the Bronx, to the X.
Yeah,
But you
man.
know what? I think they were calling for him because you had all of these different posts that was on social media where they was like, yeah, you know, Bronx for Trump, you know, we riding with him, da 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 da, you know, whatever. So I think, you know, the
Niggas for Trump.
bat signal
Niggas
went
for
out
Trump.
and it got synced. It got synced. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
In the Bronx?
And yeah, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah. You'd be surprised, bro.
Where it ain't nothing but hip hop culture.
Yeah.
And hip hop iniquity.
Literally. When you talk about hip hop in the Bronx, you can't talk about hip hop in the Bronx without talking about Crotona Park.
Absolutely.
You can't.
I'm just shocked that he was just so well received up there.
Yeah.
Now this is the thing that really strikes me though, because I did a little deep dive in on it, you know, and they were trying to say, because you know the other side, you know what I'm saying?
The Good Bruce?
Who?
Good Bruce, right?
Yeah.
I just want, if we got a phone number here, I want anybody that was at the Crotona Park from the Bronx to call us up. Let us know what y'all was doing there. Was there a separate barbecue and you just got caught up in the mix? Did they pay you? Like, what happened? Because I'm confused. I thought that we was. I know we don't mess with Biden like that, but I didn't think we was out there like we going to the Trump rally. That's crazy. I need Maria. I need.
He's a
Raheem.
Maria.
Yeah.
What was up
Ray
there?
Ray and
that was
yo,
at
call
there?
us. Call us. Pookie.
Call us. Let us know.
Pookie and us.
See,
Weed was
But this
flowing,
is
the
the thing.
nutcrackers was flowing, all
Yeah,
types of
What's
shit.
the
That,
Nutcrackers for? 'Cause like,
Yeah,
you know,
niggas
when we
making
get
money
together,
that day.
The Nutcracker Man is out there.
Yeah, the Nutties is out there.
Yeah, the Nutcracker Man was definitely out there that
You know,
day.
if the Nutcracker Man got the number, call us and let us
He know the plug. He the plug. The Nutcracker guy.
They said we didn't know what's going on. Nah.
But some part of the irony of it is that, you know, you would think that Trump being born and raised in New York,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? He's a bona fide New Yorker. You would think
Facts.
that even when he became president, that there would have been a little bit more adulation for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just out of
Let's rewind selector. It's like a mother giving birth, right? And then after the child's like 10 years old, you kind of like forget the pain or forget what it was about. Trump has always been a part of our culture. Like he's always been in the studios. He's always been with the rappers. He's always been in the hood. He's always been repping us. He had an infatuation with us. Why is it all of a sudden he became president and we forgot about all of that? So him being in the Bronx is not. He really is a New Yorker. He's from Queens.
I'm going to go out on with this. Yo, y'all know Trump is as much hip hop as you are, right?
Break that down for me, please.
Like he basically grew up. Well, he was a grown up within that time. However, he embraced the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's just like saying the fucking Beastie Boys ain't hip hop.
I know.
The Beastie Boys didn't grab nobody but a pussy though.
Yeah, but you know
they didn't.
At least like
you know what I'm saying? And shout out to the Beastie Boys because I fucks with y'all. Y'all definitely are hip hop.
Well, that's a correlation then, because
I'm just
Trump
saying.
About grabbing by the crotch.
Someone who isn't initially who you wouldn't consider to kind of be a part of that. I saw a post one day. There had to be at least 25 to 35 different records, hip hop records, that named Trump in the verse.
Yeah, facts.
Facts. Y'all embraced him to be a part of the culture. He was in the studio with Tony and with G Unit. He was over here with this black model. We over here quoting Trump, like you said, we been embraced him in the 90s. So at what point do you try to kick him out of that now, which we're not really doing? There is more niggas for Trump than anything. I'm shocked. But there's
you got but you gotta understand the state of the country though. Like it shows you. I mean, if we're talking politics, New York has historically always been a quote unquote blue state, right? So for people you say how you shocked that amount of people will be out there supporting them, it shows you how much people are tired of what's going on. As far as like what's going on with Joe Biden. Like me personally, to be honest with you, I feel like and this is I'm getting off topic, but I'm not getting off topic. When it comes to politics and when it comes to people of color as a whole, I feel like in this country, the last couple hundred years, we always look for a messiah to save us. And that's a problem with black folks. Like, right now, my aunties and them, you better go and vote for Biden before Trump get back in there and start World War III.
And you think they
we already have a World War fucking III and IV.
I got a beating as a grown ass woman and was forced to vote for Obama. I ain't never voted a day in my life, but you better.
Oh yeah, I remember. That happened to me.
Never talk to you again.
I remember my daddy told me, God bless the dead. He said, if you don't go vote for Obama, boy, you can't come back in this house.
Yeah, you was being kicked out of your family.
Like we was playing that shit.
I had to sit on the line.
But it's kind of like we have to stop.
I still on the line too,
Yeah.
We have to stop going ahead and anointing these false messiahs. Because at the end of the day, or whatever, nobody's gonna save you but you. Literally, there are no more Martins. I said this before. There are no more Malcolms. That's right. We have no. Who you gonna trust? Al fucking Sharpton snitch ass. Mr. CI number 7.
He got stabbed for the people.
Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton, yeah.
Al Sharpton.
Mr. CI number 7, the man that was ratting you in New York Minute. Who you gonna trust? Messy Jesse, the man who allegedly was involved in MLK getting killed.
Isn't he in a wheelchair now? Don't even.
Well, he deserves way more than that.
We don't even have no more leaders to be talking shit about.
None.
We just talk about old people.
And then you got and then we touched on it last week about the people in the conscious community ripping people off. You know what I mean? That look like us or what have you. Nah, it's time for you to lead yourself.
Yeah.
Time for you to lead yourself. Lead your family, first of all. Lead the people in your household.
Hack the system, lead your people.
Lead your people.
There's not much. There's not much that can be left to the imagination when it comes down to this whole political landscape. I mean, you have Joe Biden, and like you said,
AKA the robot.
right. And the thing is, you would think that people,
Allegedly,
the way people talk, it's almost like they are reluctant to see, or they're covering their eyes when it comes to them. It's almost like you don't realize the man you see is there. Like there are other government officials that's already talking about the state. They already are talking about putting Camel Toe Harris into the thing here, and just until the election, because they already see that Biden is totally mentally and physically unfit. You know what I'm saying? And they rode this show pony
literally
as long
the dog
as
and pony
possible.
show.
This is really.
It's like
but
how long?
After the fact,
how much is it going to take? Is it really going to take for the state of the country to be at risk, or to be not at war per se, because we already know what that's all about, but just at
2025
risk from an economic standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is in such flux.
because there's no stability.
Right, but the thing is, the
All your jobs are being outsourced all over the place.
No, but the thing is, the Congress is really trying to circumvent an agenda with what's going on. You know what I mean?
Right, but so those are the people who really have the power, right? At the end of the day, we're saying Trump, we're saying Biden, but we have to understand the importance of we have to know the structure of the government and really know who has the power, who really is the spearheads of things. This is like a puppet with this Trump and this Biden stuff, and we learned that when Hillary and Trump came in, because she had the most votes. So you question that right there. That was a very, very important time.
Learn the difference. Not trying to cut you. Learn the difference, guys, between the popular vote and electoral votes. Go ahead, continue.
Right, and we have to question who are these people, because we don't know who the electoral voters are to this day. They're literally the people who you vote for to vote for you. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to go into details. It's a 2 in this state and 3 in this state, and depending on whether it's a red state and a blue state, they try to just make it all eloquently well and make it make sense. But no. You should be able to vote directly for who you want. That's like, I don't know if somebody sold drugs before, but you got the middleman, and then he going to do that, and give it to this person, however you want to explain it. But that campaign run has proven that something is wrong with the votes, because technically Hillary should have been president, right?
So what does that show you? How much power do the American people really have?
We're focused on the wrong things.
Because I remember specifically in 2016,
focus on the wrong thing.
Hillary had all the electoral votes. I mean, not electoral votes, the popular vote. The popular vote is us. So if we in 2016 we all voted for Hillary, right? And Trump still wins. But I'm not all, but I'm talking about not us. I'm talking about something like just
the majority of who was counted. The
majority of who was counted. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. And so
I'm not French.
Like what power does your vote really have on a national scale when it comes to the presidential election? So it shows you that when it comes to the quote unquote president of the United States, which all the president is the face of the corporation. That's a whole nother topic altogether, but that's all the president is, the face of the corporation, right? Then
You really want to turn this.
I'm gonna leave it at that, but
right. It's time to change the subject.
It might be time to change the subject.
We gonna get a random knock on the door. There ain't even no phone in here. The phone is gonna start ringing out the middle of the camera. Hello?
No phone in here. How you found the location?
So,
I don't even know where we at.
but it's just kind of like Democrats, Republicans, all rats of the same feather. Trump. I don't even consider Trump a Republican, even though he's running under that ticket. To me, he reminds me. He comes over as more of an independent because he doesn't go with the status quo that they want him to go with in Washington.
Right. I mean,
he's an arrogant man that really do what he wants to do.
That doesn't give a fuck.
To me,
I don't know if I want that guy leading the country.
He got with. But the thing is, one, he appears as if he cares about the country. For one. Two.
In your opinion,
he don't. In my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion, this is only my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm saying it appears as if he cares about. Well, I ain't gonna say about the country, the state of the country, economically, because the only biased color, the only color that he's biased to, is green.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And I can't be mad at that.
right?
You know, because I've seen him go at whoever it was. It didn't matter what you looked like, who you was, what your role was. If you was against bringing the bag back to America.
And he was serious about that.
He was
serious about the immigrants coming across. And exactly what he said is what happened. But moving forward, do you think that you wanted to know? Do we think that him going to the Bronx was a plot? Was it a plan or whatever? And
I don't think it was a publicity stunt for the most part. I mean, I think.
Isn't he running for president?
His whole life is a publicity stunt.
Yeah, but he's running for president. This is what they do,
He had
right?
to gauge the temperature of his backyard to see what was really good.
Now, before we switch, I got one more question before we switch to the next topic. Do you feel that the country was in a better place when he was in office? I'm not talking about all the other stuff. I'm just talking about financially. When I mean better place, I'm talking about fiscally, financially. Do you feel that the country was in a better place when he was in office compared to Biden?
Financially, economically, short answer, yes. Gas was low.
Prior to the COVID
Prices was
situation?
low. You know what I'm saying?
This is a fact.
He was bringing troops home.
That's a fact.
He was building a wall.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm
Fact.
saying?
He built that damn
Also,
wall.
there
It
was
wasn't
one
that
more
high
thing that
enough,
he
but-
There's one more thing that he was doing. He was bringing the troops home. He was building a wall.
Making
And
peace. He went to North Korea.
he was bringing industries back to the United States. Industries that were founded here, but then went abroad because they needed to keep their profit margin at a certain level.
Slave labor.
And they got the cheap
Labor.
slave labor.
Yeah.
And I respect him for that. At that point, I was like, okay, because he could easily, that's losing money out of his pocket, right? Because obviously he's taking advantage of the labor in China and India and Indonesia, but he was willing to bring that back. So I was like, okay, this is very interesting. He didn't have to do it. He could just advocate and push for it to be over there. But what got me was he said, everything is made in China, so why the hell we owe them all this money? And I said, he got a point there. Why the hell we owe them $9 billion? Everything made in China.
MAGA had to be in China too, though.
Facts.
MAGA had to be in China.
Right, but that was my point. That I respected it because he uses that labor in his personal business, but he was willing to bring the industry back here. So I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Because
he's willing to take a loss too. So hey, one thing he has been transparent is about what he do.
Bottom line,
I think Trump does a good job of making people not pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
And who was that?
It's him. It's still him. It's all him.
Okay.
But he basically kind of tells everybody one thing,
right?
But really doesn't do that thing. I think if we look at the actualities of what is actually signed into laws and what he actually passes,
right?
It's less of him actually doing the things that he says he's going to do, but more of him just appealing because he's a showman. He's been on television multiple times. He's been
he definitely know how to go ahead and put on the show.
Said if he would run as president, it'd be as a Republican because of the stupidest type of people. Like
he did say that. Yeah, I remember.
There are things,
on Oprah.
when you say things like this, there's no way that I can take anything that you say seriously and credibly unless I see you do it for myself.
I feel the same way about Mayor Adams, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, I know that he said he was going to build that wall and try to keep them people out. He did do that, you know, and
with all kind of resistance, like day one.
Yeah.
I
Like,
understand from
they were like, welcome
That's a
Mr.
whole
President.
nother topic altogether. I ain't gonna get into
Stop you
that.
from building that
and
wall.
the reasons for doing it,
I ain't gonna get into that
wasn't
part.
Trump is like Cardi B, and Cardi B says this, he doesn't want to have speech training, and so that's his downfall. His ability to articulate exactly what is he trying to say, so that it can be politically correct. You know what I mean?
Now we gonna go ahead and switch gears for a second.
Okay, all right, let's go.
Now we gonna touch into we gonna touch into I ain't gonna say touch. We gonna touch on.
Oh gosh.
Well, no, I can't say. I can't say that neither. We're gonna discuss
yes, we doing
the Diddy Meister, the Diddler. Yeah, the grand jury's reconvened.
Mm-hmm.
Will there be an indictment coming soon? Shaka, you got the inside track. You been about to get indicted? What's going on here, man?
I didn't know there was no indictments going on.
Yeah, but that means that you working, you're into yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what that
the thing
means.
is,
You're busy.
hold on, let me get the
We
right
have to
one.
do
They saying they got people coming to the grand jury. You know.
Man, I mean, I think Puff opened up a can of worms on his life, and if he's gonna conduct himself in that manner, he should have been a nicer person to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know.
He took.
I think this a case of the chickens coming home to finally roost.
That's right.
And that's the thing. You know, when you engage in these things, you really don't think.
Like I said last show, he
possible.
thought he was God's father.
Yeah.
He thought he was the father of God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are you my son? You know, because you have power, you have everything at access. But you become so naive when you're doing these things and there's recorded, there's footage, there's proof, there's evidence, and you still think that people are going to be afraid to let it out. You think that it's never going to be let out, and that's your downfall. You know, it's like you really thought that somebody was. Some people don't care. Some people don't got nothing to lose.
Some people don't care who you are, man.
Some people don't. Some people have morals. Some people, right? And so you thought. And then another thing is, you think you can pay everybody off, but once again, there's morals. There's levels to this. And that's why I say he thought he was God's father. He thought God was his son, and he thought that footage wasn't going to come out. And now him coming out and apologizing, just the sequence of events is really crazy. Him writing on his Instagram, the truth will come out. So it was like, oh man.
It damn sure did.
And then that video came out, right?
Right away.
And then followed after that was the apology. So it was like you're so arrogant to the point where just leave it alone. I wish you would have never put that up there.
Sometimes you got no one to shut up, man.
Right, leave it alone. What do you mean the truth is gonna come out?
Bottom line is, it wouldn't have looked as bad.
It wouldn't have looked
Yeah.
as bad.
That comment. It would have just been,
Sometimes you got no one to fold
it would
them.
have been from left
And he
field.
put a video, what y'all want from me, in his video, and it's
What
like,
y'all want from me, bro?
yeah, you know. So it's like you are so arrogant. This is your time to.
What about what the
pray
government want? Indictment.
and expect an apology, but look at what you've done to yourself, and it's going to take so much to recover.
But honestly,
R. Kelly's in jail, man.
you know now.
For,
All right, don't even go there yet.
Okay.
Don't even go there.
All right.
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's talk about the facts first.
Okay.
he got the notes.
It says a federal grand jury has reportedly been impaneled to hear evidence against Sean Diddy Combs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say this thing, but one of these news stations reported federal investigators have notified Combs' accusers they could be brought in to testify in New York City.
Oh man!
All right. It says that would move the U.S. Justice Department a step closer to a possible indictment. So, for the Bad Boy Records founder, real quick, sources told the news station the investigation is ongoing. Potential witnesses have been prepped for testimony, and investigators are still gathering evidence. They also claim that they're working to make sure any indictment would be bulletproof. So, whoever this is, they, with the help of any accuser, because remember, they can only really have real evidence against this man.
They who? Who are we talking about? Federal?
The feds. Just say the feds.
Yeah, them boys, they come
can
different.
only really have concrete proof or valid proof from someone who has first-hand knowledge
Not second.
of whatever occurred. So no matter what it is, and they're not even being specific about what they want to charge him with. They just want people to come in and give to their accounts what this man did to them that was out of line, out of pocket, and for the most part immoral.
So, but there's statutes of limitations on certain things. Is that correct? As far as rape,
but I don't think
assault.
I don't think sexual assault
doesn't apply that no more.
You know,
right?
Because
they changed that law.
No, but what happened? Right, they basically went in and changed the statute of limitations on that.
That Cosby.
Well, my real question is,
Oh yeah, I got a question too.
are we still listening to the records though? Because I gotta listen to the Benjamins, man. I
That
gotta listen to the Benjamins, son.
That
How
was.
can I not play the Benjamins?
That falls into the R. Kelly thing.
That
It's
falls
like
into R. Kelly thing.
I try to be
But
mad,
it's
but
not
then
just
that
off,
hit
it's
comes.
not just Puffy on the Benjamins. It's the Locks on there too. You know what I'm saying?
But like a
Jones
white
on
man,
there,
like a
Biggie
white man
on
once
there,
told
you
me,
know?
it took many people to make those records.
So
Remember
now,
you said that
10 Toes Down is asking you, the viewer, how do you feel about the music that is associated and tied to
Them beats.
Bad Boys Records,
Facts.
And love.
and much less Brother Love,
Brother Love.
a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a.
The woman beater.
Diddy,
Oh God.
a.k.a. Puff Daddy,
The booty liquor, allegedly.
a.k.a. etc.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm
What
telling
is
you
your
this.
view and what is your opinion? Should DJ stop playing bad boy music? Because remember,
He's gonna make
Diddy's
more money.
not necessarily an artist, even though he comes across as one now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, according to records, he is. Because whenever you
Yeah,
make a
he's
record,
a-
you
Yeah.
put yourself
Listen,
down
to me,
as
he's
an
a
artist
quasi.
and
Listen,
found-
he's a quasi artist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's not an artist.
He's more of a.
He don't write his own
He's
shit.
more of a behind the scenes
Oh,
man.
so now
a
you're gonna
record
shift like
executive.
it. Oh, you want to
still-
get all
it's
up in the
still on
videos.
records.
You want
Right.
to be all
Well,
up
this
in
is the thing. When he started Bad Boy, it wasn't to make records of himself. It was basically to have a record label because he, at that time, wasn't a
Time
rapper.
out. Back on the play. Don't limit anybody. You can do
No.
whatever it is
I'm
you
not
want.
limiting it. I'm just saying.
I'm not defending
Listen,
Diddy and his
since we talking-
shenanigans, but as
since we talking
artistic,
about it,
art is created in all ways.
He not no artist.
Right.
He ain't never created nothing in his goddamn
I'm
life,
giving
kid.
first-hand
That nigga is
knowledge
horrible.
of what I know,
This-
the intentions of
He just He got great ghostwriters.
I'm not disagreeing, but
Not
at
him.
any point in his
That's
career did he decide he wanted to be an artist, he had the right to.
No, I'm not saying he didn't.
Yeah.
I'm
And then
just
he
saying-
robbed them niggas too. He
I'm
robbed the
just
ghostwriters,
saying-
the artists, everybody.
Okay, so what do you? So
R.I.P.
alright,
Craig Mack.
He's an artist. So you gonna stop playing
Boys
Biggie?
more.
You gonna stop playing Craig Mack? You gonna stop playing the Locks?
I can't
You gonna
lie.
stop playing Mary?
I'm not.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
can't. I'm
You
not.
don't
I'm
lost your
not.
rabbit mind. Don't be
Some of
talking
those
about
songs
Mary
like,
like
can't you
that.
see him?
I'm not. I can't.
Don't be talking about Mary.
I'm honestly like real talk. Let's keep it all the way real.
No, Jodeci?
If we went ahead and held everybody to that standard, we wouldn't be able to play half the people in the industry. Let's keep it real.
Okay.
If we held everybody to that standard, we would not be able to play half the people in this industry right
People
now.
ain't gonna do it.
Let's keep it real.
We gonna still be playing all of that. Oh, that's my jam.
Don't get me wrong. Even though even though the DJs did ban R. Kelly, you know how many niggas are still playing 12 play right now in their crib?
Yeah, but
They
listen,
still play R. Kelly.
Yeah, people playing it in the privacy of their own homes. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But they not playing that shit in the street.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
not like that. Not like they used to. Nah.
There's certain
That's
places
alright.
you might hear.
Maybe a barbecue or something like that.
Listen, there's certain places
Yeah, we
you
probably
might
really
you
do
might
this guy.
you might be at a function. Let's say it's a family barbecue and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Step in the
yeah,
name of love.
Some
Yeah.
R. Kelly shit, come on. Like half the crowd is gonna be like.
And the other half is gonna be like,
And everybody, the other half gonna be
You know what I'm saying?
stepping. I'm gonna be
Now,
stepping.
That's all for the first song. The second song, niggas is gonna be like, yo,
Well, maybe-
who the DJ?
Hey, don't make me play half on the
You know what I'm
baby.
saying? They want to know who the DJ is because they might have to have a chat with this man.
Mm-hmm.
But that's according to what they believe. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, it's hard to say that a man should be punished for his artistry based off of some very poor decisions.
Let me rename that because I don't consider him an artist. I don't think the other artists that's on those records should be punished for his mistakes because those are classic records.
That's
and
kind of what I was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Because
He
again,
made his
he wasn't necessarily an artist. He became an artist
Take that, yeah.
by association. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It was almost he became an artist by default. You know what I'm saying?
Basically,
so let me ask you guys something. Jaguar, right? Do she have any influence on this indictment, as she was stating? Because she always says that I'm Diddy. We're working hard behind the scenes. Do you think she has any influence on what's going on that tape being released, on all of this information coming out?
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't think she has any
some
influence
claims in regards to that.
outright, but
She has influence on public opinion.
That's on the witness stand.
she might have
I'm curious
created
to know.
enough equity
Mm-hmm.
that make people pay
Attention.
attention to what she's saying and look into it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking at her as a source of information,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not looking to her for information.
Yeah.
But she has stated months ago, if I'm correct, about court. Diddy's gonna be pulled into court. We're working behind the scenes. We're talking to people. So,
Well, that's something
and-
that
and she wasn't
I don't think she has that
speaking
sway
details.
as far as like court and stuff
She
like
may
that.
have it because
Well,
she was in that circle, like that uptown
Deep in it.
record circle.
And she was
She
you got a
You know what I'm
point.
saying?
So
she was
felt her.
somebody who, like, I put it to you like this. Jaguar could have easily been Faith.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? From a writing perspective, from someone who is able to put things together, you know, and as a songwriter,
Very
You know what I'm
gifted.
saying?
Very gifted.
she could have easily been Faith. You know what I'm saying? Because Faith has done a lot of
Yeah,
songs
she has.
for people that people
We ain't
are
respect
not
it.
even aware how much, you know, how many songs you're listening to that Faith wrote.
Pause right there.
So a lot of people don't understand, you know, the fact that, you know, as it the way that the situation went, she could have easily been that person. You know what I'm saying?
Jaguar, right?
Right. And not to say that Faith wasn't Faith, because she created a whole lane for herself.
She definitely
I'm
did.
just saying that this sister over here had the same she had the same abilities, the same tenacity as far as songwriting. And it didn't have to be in spite of her, or it's either you or me. She could have been that anyway. But whatever the sister's path was, led her, in the direction that it went, and it made her fall back.
As we can clearly see, I think she's more than that. Not to take anything from Faith and her talent, but Jaguar Wright is a highly intelligent woman who has a deep inner understanding of life and deep inner understanding of this game and how it works. And most importantly, just has this fearlessness about her and this will to want to help people in such a big way. So I think she's just, so I'm happy that you mentioned that, but she's far more. It was like when they asked Tyson about Muhammad Ali, and he had tears coming out of his eyes because he said, he's way better than me. He wasn't just a fighter in the ring, but he was a fighter outside of the ring. So
most definitely.
I look at Jaguar like that.
I just think that he's just trying to say that most people nowadays just know him for speaking out of himself, and if they don't realize how talented as a musician that she really is, or whatever.
Nobody is Jaguar Wright to Muhammad Ali though.
And how she,
No, to Muhammad Ali.
Oh, it's
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because there's some people
I ain't going that far.
who have talent in the entertainment world, but they're fearless. And as far as fighting for humanitarian things and fighting to help people out, she could have just kept her mouth closed. She could have just been silent. She could have, her life is on the line. She has mentioned being killed and threatened. I mean, it takes a lot of courage. And Muhammad Ali was the same way. Yes, he was talented in the ring, but also he said, "I'm not going to goddamn war." And he has spoken a lot about the injustice that we was dealing with here in our country.
I think they injected him with that Alzheimer's disease, but that's another day.
To battle outside of your talents with bigger issues that we have as a whole, right? As a group of people, as a nation of people.
She's standing on 10. She's standing on her 10.
And so I think of her grand that way, because who's going to put their life on the line like that? Not a lot of people are going to do that.
She's standing on her 10 toes, and
she's standing on her 10 toes.
I ain't gonna call Muhammad Ali though, but you know what I mean. Jaguar, you doing your thing.
Jaguar is
salute to you.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
Jaguar Ali, that's what I'm talking about. You got a new name. Make sure you shout us out.
That's your new name. Jaguar Ali.
Jaguar Boombaye.
And remember, God is kid said it, because this guy here is downplaying it.
I ain't downplaying it. I'm just, you know what I mean? I just want to use the word Ali. But shout out to her, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
For standing on her 10 toes, and that's what we commend out here.
Absolutely.
We gonna go ahead and switch it up to Candace Owens now and Cardi B. Candace Owens made a statement on I believe it was the X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, or Instagram,
X,
where she was basically saying that she felt that porn should be banned because she felt like it was a psychological weapon to weaken men. And Cardi B responded. Candace Owens saying that.
I'm interested in hearing
and Cardi B said that she felt that she disagreed and felt that it teaches men how to please women. So, what side do you fall on? You go ahead, Dan.
Ooh, silence in the room. The ghost knocked the picture down.
Yeah.
The male ghost is like, you better keep your mouth closed. The ancestors is like, you better shut up on that. I ain't tell you.
How you feel about that, Dex? What's your?
I think it depends on how you view things, and everything in the way that I view life comes down to discipline. I think porn is just like any other vice. Porn's like cocaine, porn's like coffee, porn's like cigarettes.
I agree.
If you can't control addictive nature, you're gonna be addicted to whatever it is. And anything that you can get addicted to, you can overuse. You know,
That's a fact.
So I'm gonna put it like that.
So it's okay, but it just can become addictive. That's what
Right.
you're
And
saying.
it's individual. You know, everybody can't handle certain things. And unfortunately, some people aren't self-introspective enough to be like, I can't handle this, so I need to stay away from it.
Stay away from it. Yeah.
Why do
I agree
people
with
watch
you.
porn? That's what that's the
But see, that's the
nitty-gritty of
thing.
things. Why do people watch porn? Because science have said that science, has stated that people who watch it have anxiety issues. People who watch it, once again, can be addicted to it. People who watch it have some sort of,
I mean,
incompetent
that's
issues
something.
and social
That's
issues.
but
I mean, that's
think
broad
about
because it
those
depends on the
things.
individual.
Right. Think about those things. Those are things that you can say about anything.
Literally.
You know what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
telling you what science
No.
says.
I'm not saying it for you.
Science be
I'm
wrong.
just-
Answer the question
I'm
then.
just-
Why do people watch porn?
People watch porn
For
for
the
a
acting.
variety of different reasons.
Yeah. It's not just one reason behind
Some
it.
people want to learn techniques. They want to learn positions. Certain people want to satisfy an inner nature within themselves.
Within
You know what I'm
themselves.
saying? Within themselves. You
Okay.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
so why do you need porn to do that?
Certain people.
Some people do.
Why? You can't ask me
I
that.
can't- that's
You
that
gotta
person.
Ask the person because it's
Why?
subjective to whoever feels that way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's in their mind.
Just as you
Like, why do
just
people
named
smoke
a
crack?
few of the reasons why
Willingly,
people
too.
do it, so then why did they mention?
I'm naming a few reasons.
Well, why did they mention that they need to?
I don't know. I
People
didn't
not
ask
going.
them.
That's not something to talk
I'm
about
just-
each other, kid.
No. She's asking me. She asking me like I did the survey. I didn't do the survey.
You the one speaking about the service, so I'm just asking.
I'm just giving you an incident because yes, I've watched porn before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ashamed to say
Have
it.
you watched porn before?
I think every
Listen.
minute in the room probably done watch porn
80
before.
to 90% of men have watched it.
80 to 90. You giving a percentage? That's very
Yeah,
high.
nowadays, you could. It's
Yeah,
right. It's right here.
Okay, so
But one is again having watched it or are addicted to it. Now,
Two different things.
Or are affected by it. So there are
those
different
are different
situations.
things. Yeah, but that's not the point. I'm not getting
That's
into.
all part of the question.
Yeah, but I'm not
That
getting
is.
into. We already know the different areas that can happen if watched.
All right, so be specific about what you asked.
All right. My whole point is, what year or what era in time? Because I'm pretty sure we didn't have TVs, right? We didn't have phones. We didn't
They've
have
been
all
watching-
these things,
they've
right?
been porn
So what were
since
we doing to
vaudeville.
entertain
There's been
ourselves?
porn since vaudeville.
There's been
Literally.
porn before that.
Right.
Yeah,
Even
since
before
like-
that.
since like the
There's been
20s.
porn-
I
Right.
can
No,
imagine
before
the
that.
dude just
Yeah,
looking
before-
at
yeah.
Before
some
that,
titties
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had, I mean, porn wasn't something you watched on TV if there was
There
no
was some
TV.
magazines, right?
Right.
They-
You go
I'm
into
sure.
a place.
They had clubs and stuff like that where you could go ahead and- yeah.
watch
I'm
it.
sure you go into a cave, you're gonna see some cave titties.
Some cave titties.
It's gonna be there.
On the cape. What?
Okay. All right. So do you agree or disagree with what Cardi? Are you signing with what Cardi said, or you signing? With
I don't even know what
with
Cardi
him?
said. I'm saying what I said.
Cardi says she feels like it teaches men how to please women.
It teaches men how to please.
I don't think there's many men
It
that's looking
can.
at porn
It
for
can.
fucking technique.
But at the same
I have never sat down.
Thank you for being.
I have never sat
thank
down
you
at a
for being
fucking
real.
porn
Thank
with a
you.
notepad, looking at the plays like, alright, you know what, right there, pause the tape right there.
It's
You see that?
self-gratification.
Mid-stroke,
I'll say this. Hold on. I gotta come back.
I have maybe learned something in at fucking vertently.
Right.
But I'm not going into the motherfucker.
I gotta come back to
So
you with
if you
that.
wanted to learn how to please your woman, how would you?
I'm gonna ask
A
her
girl-
ass.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
A grown man.
Bullshit.
I'll say this. A
You
grown
won't try
man
to
is
touch
not gonna
her
go ahead and look at porn to learn positions. But
Thank you.
I come from the
We
era.
got
I'm telling my
conversations
age
for
now,
that.
but
We got-
fuck it. I come from the era like
But they ain't gonna.
if you went to the Arab stores. There was a time where you could go ahead and there was a section in the Arab stores where it used to be the porn VHS tapes.
Oh yeah, there was the tape.
So now,
we had
The
Black
13, yeah.
we had all the things.
So you know, you 13, 14, 15, 16, and you know, you first starting or about to go ahead and
That
do.
testosterone hits you. You
You might, you know what I'm
Captain
saying?
America.
You might want to go. You might go ahead and
or Lacey Duval.
yeah.
Hey.
You might go ahead and, you know what I mean? Back then, you couldn't skip the scene, you know what I mean? So you had to go ahead and.
Like, remember they used to have the books right there.
Yeah.
What about 42nd Street with the peep show?
Yeah, 42nd Street with the peep shows.
Since you talking about porn,
Yeah.
You had to go
You had to
down
watch
there
it,
to go to people.
but you had to pay for it.
You had to pay for it. Was it a quarter? Was it a quarter? $1 back then? Yeah.
Unbelievable, you guys.
Yeah, we was 12, 13, 14 going to check out the peep shows.
We was too young to go in there, but we saw it was a quarter. You go in there, you watch it for like a minute or two.
Yeah, you should. Nah, yeah.
We talking about in the 80s though. So think about the money aspect. You know what I'm saying? The economy.
The last one was like 2000.
Kind of meant something back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could buy a whole bag of chips for like
A whole bag of chips full.
See,
You sided with Candace?
I mean,
Which one?
they both right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, I mean that as a teenager, as a man, I'm not gonna go ahead and look at porn to learn positions to figure out whatever. But the teenage me, the 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old me, yeah, I'm looking at shit. At back then, when I was a teenager, I ain't gonna lie. But once you get, it's like anything. Once you get enough experience in your belt, I don't need to watch this. I know what to do, and what I don't know what to do, I'm gonna ask Shorty. Or Shorty gonna tell me anyway, hey, I like it like this. Hey, don't do it like this. Hey,
that is something that we need to talk about as well. That's also her responsibility. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the conversation.
But as a teenager,
you know what? To me,
Ron Jeremy taught me how to fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I learned from Ron Jeremy.
To me, that I think would be a more enjoyable experience to be able to talk to your woman and get.
I agree.
That type of information out.
We need to put like the little.
What can I do?
But
help me.
It does weaken.
Help me help you.
But I agree with Candace as far as like it does weaken. It does make you weak or what have you. I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
like
what? That's only to the men.
I believe that it
You sound like you down with this porn stuff.
I believe that
Are
it
you
could.
in agreement with Candace? Or are you in agreement with Cardi?
That's only to the men that's in there just to beat the monkey.
If you did beat that,
You know what I'm saying?
And
Because there's some people who just need that mental stimulation through visual, physical interaction. You know what I'm saying?
You might have a wife, and your wife, you might not be attracted like that, like she used to, or whatever. So you might need a little jump start. So you might go ahead and watch. Some people do that.
She may not be attractive anymore.
You know what I'm saying? some people, yeah. I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
I love it. I'm learning so much.
You know what I mean? So some guys.
How about you not being attractive anymore?
I mean, she wants to watch porn herself. That's her business.
So you would be okay with that?
I mean, women do a lot of shit that we don't know about.
Women watching porn is not.
No, it's not about women not watching.
Yeah, she gonna watch porn. Yeah, go ahead and watch porn. We gonna watch it together.
No. Time out.
Let's get back to where we need to be. Let's spice this shit up.
Watching porn to get to the level she needs to, and then having sex with you after. Do you think that that's something that you want to do with your wife? You okay with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's like it's winter, it's cold outside, and I got auto start. So as soon as I get in the car is already warm, I just drive. That's a beautiful thing right there.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Rub one out. Get the shit warm for me. Get the heated seats up. Then blowing and shit.
So that's part of your foreplay. That's part of your foreplay.
That's 8 play right there.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, shit. You got couples that's making their own porn now and putting it on X Hamster and all these other websites and shit. Everybody's in different shit now.
I'm looking for income streams.
I'm not
I'm really
me personally, I get where Candace is coming from, because it's kind of like if you do something too much, it becomes a vice. Like you said, it becomes a vice.
But that's not what it was. If you have self-control, then that shouldn't be a question. That shouldn't be a topic of discussion.
Some people don't have self-control.
All right, so she wants to.
But
for the people that don't have the self-control.
But I don't believe that. porn, if you're a grown man, porn shouldn't be teaching you how to go ahead and make love to your woman. That's crazy to me. So I don't know what Cardi's talking about. Love it to death, but I disagree with her. As a grown man, I don't need no porn to go ahead and show me what to do and what I need to do. Point, bottom line. That's
right. See, that's a great area.
That's
where you talk about.
As a teenager, I need it, but I don't need that as a grown man.
Are you going to rely on porn, or are you going to rely on the male figure to teach you the birds and the bees of the matter?
I mean, there's certain advices that an older man will be able to be like, all right, this is how you got to do it. You got to da. You know, the alphabet with the tongue, da. This and that. You know, there's advices that you can do. But there's things that you just gotta learn in the game. Like I can teach you, I can tell you how to shoot a jump shot, but you gotta play the game.
You gotta play the game.
If you use the imagination, you're gonna find everything that you need to know.
You can never imagine how to shoot a jump shot. I'm telling you, you can't imagine how to hit a home run.
And then some,
you don't have to imagine it. It's about going in there.
And then some guys might feel like the woman is not pleasing them.
You will be able to figure it out.
Your imagination can be guided, can it?
It can be guided by the woman. Right?
Yeah.
You can experiment, explore things on your own without watching anything, any visual.
So it can't be guided by. It can't be guided by.
You could be with your woman. Y'all just y'all want to try some extra kinky shit. And you just
You got it when you can use yourself, your inner self, your ability to figure things out. Just like if you don't know the car,
sometimes I can show you better than I can tell you. So if I'm telling you I need something,
she knows her body. She knows every detail about her body. She knows when you touch her right here, how that makes her feel. But she knows when you touch her right here, how that makes her feel. She knows when you lift her leg up, how that makes her feel. But
as a man, I might be into certain shit that, like, at the end of, keep going. As a man, I might want you to do things a certain way, right? And you might not be getting it, so I gotta go ahead and show you the visual. Like, yo, you see what she's doing?
So you wouldn't be able to talk to her and have a conversation about getting.
Yeah, but y'all don't listen sometimes. Y'all don't listen.
How is it that you can't say anything to her, but then you can show her?
Because sometimes I can show you, but I can tell you. Women, women don't always listen. Sometimes I have to show you the visual. Yeah, this is what I need from you.
We need to put porn on ChatGPT, and you just type in what you like. All right,
yeah, I need you to. Yeah, this is what I need.
And the ChatGPT.
We together. You my significant other. Yeah, this is what I'm into.
There's nothing new under the sun, and they have what is it called, Kama Sutra, or different type of positions that you can make love. There's so many things.
But some niggas ain't gonna learn from reading the book. Sometimes they gotta see the visual, man.
The only thing that I would say is, what if that man is in between relationships?
I'm not getting it. What do you mean?
If he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Okay.
And he, you know what I mean?
He got more experience then. He's in between relationships.
How does that give him more experience?
I don't get.
He is with this woman. He's with another woman. He's in between relationships.
No, he's not in between the two relationships.
Yeah.
He's in the middle with no relationship right now.
He ain't sleeping with nobody.
Yo,
barefooted.
Took that
in the sand.
You mean to tell me?
He in between.
So then you shouldn't be doing nothing. What you want to watch the video to? You get someone to be in a relationship with to do the thing that you want to do.
This nigga's like, yo.
All right, so you're okay. All right. So you're just saying that there's no need for porn.
I'm not saying there's no need for porn. I want to know.
There's no need for porn, but niggas just shouldn't watch it. You niggas should watch it.
Right. So there really is no need for it. There's no need for it, but
no,
you shouldn't watch it.
I never said there's no need for it. All I wanted to know is, why do you feel the need to want it? That's what I wanted to know. Why he felt the need to want it. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
In a nutshell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
Curiosity. That's it.
Is curiosity synonymous with imagination?
No. Because you can't imagine something that you've never
seen before.
That you've never really seen the possibilities of.
Mm-hmm.
That's what imagination is.
No, it's not. I never see.
You can't imagine.
Moving the goalposts.
I'm not moving no goalposts. I'm not moving it. You said you can't imagine what you never seen before.
We from the ghetto. We don't got imaginations like that nowadays. We need to see it.
I did say that.
Okay.
We need to see it.
Okay. Just make sure you know, because I'm listening.
I give you a perfect example. Like twerking, right? I never knew what twerking was until I seen a chick go ahead and twerk. So after I saw the chick twerk, they're like, okay. So now I have my imagination's like, okay, man. So like, you know what I mean? Once I saw the first chick twerk, that every single chick I see or whatever, or I'm around afterwards or whatever, hey, can you twerk?
So your imagination.
So like,
you can't create.
Cause my imagination wants to go back to what I see.
Use your imagination as if you see something. That's what you're saying.
I gotta see it first, and then go from there.
You can't create it out of your thought.
Not sex. Nah, I gotta see it.
Something out of your thought. That's what you're telling me. Imagination.
Not with some shit. No. I don't have imagination.
I'm asking.
I'm from the South Bronx. My imagination died when I was 9. I need to see it.
That's the definition.
I need to see it.
Imagination is that Tony Parker.
You know what I mean? I don't have. You know what I mean?
Listen,
I started watching. You know what I mean? I started watching Sesame Street once I found out that shit wasn't real. I don't got no imagination. Nah, I need to see that shit in the flesh. I need to see how you twerking, how you moving, how you popping that booty.
I need to know the definition of things, right?
Yeah.
It's very important that we make sure we use the words properly. So let's read what imagination is. The faculty of actions of forming new ideas or images or concepts of external objects not present to the senses.
Yeah, you might that would be offensive.
Forming new ideas.
I saw a new booty.
It's not a new idea.
It's new to me.
It's new to me. When you first seen it,
it's new to him.
It wasn't forming the new idea.
I needed to see the booty to help it form in my mind. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, it helped me.
The ability of the mind to be creative.
So once I saw that booty,
listen to the definition. The ability of the mind to be creative or resourceful. Okay.
The mind still needs a canvas. Like, you know what I mean? I
brought up the word imagination.
Yeah.
And I asked, was it,
I can't imagine the big booty until I see the big booty. And once I see the big booty clapping, then my imagination runs wild. Because in my mind, I could do all type of things with that big booty. I could slap that big booty. I could grab that big booty. I could massage that big booty. I could work that big booty. I could fuck that big booty. I could touch that big booty. I could crush that big booty.
But did he watch the porn to do that? He's just seen the booty. He came up with all these ideas. Okay.
Oh, you just tricked me.
I just tricked you, right? My father always said, ask the right questions.
Goddamn, Jedi mind tricks. Let's switch the conversation. You using.
Y'all heard that, right? That one
goddamn
in the room.
Jedi mind tricks and shit, man.
All right.
Let's switch the conversation.
So, I mean, I agree with him. You know what I mean? Once again, do as you please, whatever, but just make sure it doesn't become a vice, right? If you want to do it to really please your man or your woman and you feel that it can be helpful, why not? Love is the highest frequency and vibration. I always say that on the universe. So if you're doing things in the name of love, so to speak, then just go ahead and do it. But don't make it like a primary thing. In my opinion, I wouldn't want it to be a primary thing in my relationship. I want that person to be able to figure things out, to communicate also, and use your imagination.
So bottom line, you know what I mean? Kid feel y'all should watch porn, and y'all should use imagination. I feel like whatever your prerogative, your prerogative.
Sex too, you know what I mean?
But we gonna go ahead and switch up lanes and get on more serious note. Yeah, flag on the play, but nah. That's we gonna, you are they know you for rapping about credit and mortgages and financial literacy. So we always in our shows
hold on.
about
Time out.
This is the real.
We don't want to put him in a box as far as what he's in. He's an artist.
He's
right?
Yes, facts.
Diddy
He
just
raps. He spits bars about substance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to kind of like what's that stereo?
You 100% right. You 100% right.
We don't want to.
There's a lot of contradictions
the
in
brother.
here, boy. I tell you, 10 toes down.
We want, well.
Right on one side, y'all said last week, Cassidy is not the same as old boy who was suing P. Diddy, even though he
You mean
got
Cassie,
gypped
not Cassidy. You people say Cassidy.
even though he got gypped in the butt and she got gypped in the butt, even though she was for y'all didn't side with him, y'all didn't have no empathy with him, but y'all claimed it to be different. I spoke to y'all about Diddy and don't box him in, but now we over here with this beautiful brother, you don't want to box him in. That's a lot of contradiction here, I'll tell you, boy.
It's not
Take notes.
contradiction. You know what I'm saying? It's not contradiction. It's basically respecting the craft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because an artist is an artist is an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The decisions that they make that lead them in certain paths, that's on them.
So are you saying that if I want to be a producer today and I say I want to be an artist tomorrow, I can't be an artist?
Yeah, no, you could be.
You can be anything you want to be.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the question queen. I just
Life is what you make it.
No, because you make it seem like we try to put Diddy in a whole different
I'm just
category.
messing with y'all. He's
But
a producer.
the thing is, you know, that's the problem with the hip hop game right now. We're so busy trying to be something like this or something like that. You know what I'm saying? When all you have to be is yourself. You could be something like yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's been taken out of the game. There's no individuality. There's no creativity. There's no pushing the envelope. There's no self-expression in hip hop.
No,
everybody is trying to do what the next person did to succeed. You know what I'm saying? So it's monkey see, monkey do. You want to swagger jack my style because you think it's gonna get you to where it got me. That ain't how hip hop was. That ain't hip hop. That ain't even. That's not hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is be the best version of you. Let's hear your story because your story is nothing like his story. His story is nothing like her story.
Please
You know what I'm
use
saying?
your imagination.
We all walk different
Right.
paths.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
messing with y'all today.
And
But
don't forget to use your
he's
imagination.
a prime example. He's a prime example.
Right, because he's doing things that most people would not be expecting.
And
You
I
know what I'm
consider
saying?
him Muhammad
And
Ali.
that is
I get to be Muhammad Ali too.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
You
is
hear that, Candace Owens?
You're on
hip
my
hop.
list.
Me and you
Hip
gonna fight.
hop is basically giving your expression and at the same time telling your story in a unique way so that it can inspire others.
But
to
this is
be who
deeper than
they
this.
are.
He's giving information that's
Right.
going to save a nation of people. So
Of
this
course.
is what I consider the Muhammad Ali's, you know. So it's taking your talent, but you're bringing it to a whole nother level. A whole nother level and helping
And that's
your
dope.
nation of
That's
people.
dope. That's dope.
Appreciate y'all. Doing my
I
best.
love that. I really do.
You know what I'm
Because that's
saying?
all I talk about
you,
all day.
You talking about, building up sweat equity, and being more knowledgeable and mindful from a economic standpoint. These are things that the devilish school system isn't teaching us. So, you know what I mean? We gotta be our brother and sister's keeper. So,
Ashe.
why not get information from a brother who has information to give you that could actually help you and help to evolve you?
So Dex, what's a credit hack that we can use that would benefit us?
Oh man, it's like basically just a real simple matrix of stuff that you can do. Keep your charges under 30%. So whatever your total credit line is, you make sure that you keep it within 30%. Ways that you can do that is if you don't want to necessarily pay down what you have, it's all done on ratio, right? So if you got $1,000 credit card and you used, $700 of it, right? But you've got a pretty decent score, you don't have any increase currently, you can apply for another $1,000 card and not use it. Now you've got a $2,000 credit limit, and you're only using $700 of it. So now you decrease the percentage of usage and increase your available credit. So now your debt to income ratio looks way better than it did, as opposed to using 70% of the total credit that you had available. So simple tricks like that. Once you understand that it's all based on just like social media, it's all based on an algorithm and a formula. Once you understand the things that they look for, you can guide your personal credit narrative into a profile that is favorable for them to want to lend you money. Because at the end of the day, it's OPP, right?
Other people's money.
It's other people's property, but we using other people's money. We want to use other people's money to fund our dreams. We want to use other people's money to expand our initiatives. We don't want to put our money at risk. We want to put as little of our money at risk as possible. And the best way to do that is to make us look as responsible as possible to the people that have the money to lend us.
That's right. Another credit hack is if you do have that credit card, you, after some time, maybe 3 to 6 months, you can call in and ask for an increase
Always
on that particular credit card. And another credit card hack is you can also request, by saying, you know, you're having some financial difficulties, request a decrease on your APR. So it's very important to know some of these hacks, and they're out there, and don't feel like you can't. Some cards automatically give you an increase if you are responsible, but some of them you can simply call in. If you have a $3,000 credit card, a credit limit, or a $1,000, you can ask for an increase of 2, right? Sometimes even 3. And sometimes you have not 2 point, they would never give you something so low like an APR of 22%. Like you can ask for them to decrease it, and sometimes they will, depending on your credit profile and your history. So
another thing,
be responsible.
If you have outstanding balances, always be on the lookout for 0% credit card offers.
Up to 18 months, yes.
Those are gold. You know,
Gold.
You take all of your existing balances, you throw them on that 0% card. But the thing again, just like the porn, it all comes down to discipline. You can't have a $20,000 credit card, put it on a 0% APR card, clear that card that was charging you 20-something% balance, and then go run it back up again. You know, you have to put that card alone, cut it up, put it away, use the money that you would have spent, pay down the new card that you have with a 0% balance within the time frame that they allot you, 18 months, and you are going to save a shit ton of money.
Shit ton. That's a fact. That is a fact, and it can be done. It's out there, and then that's how you get increases, and you get approved for other credit cards and stuff like that.
And then you get 50 bands, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to start a business. I'm going to use this as a down payment on my house. I'm a former LLC and an S corp, and funnel my income through that. Like, there is so many ways, because at the end of the day, things that in the political landscape that we don't really understand, or that we don't really pay attention to a lot, that a lot of quote unquote Republicans fight for, is to have the government's hand out of their pockets. And we don't realize how much the government's hand is in our pocket.
That's a fact.
You know?
That's a fact.
It's in our pocket from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, from when we're birthed to when we die. You know, and when you start to understand how much their hand is in your pocket, I'm not saying that you're going to agree with the other side, but you're going to understand what their argument is about. You know?
Yeah.
So on that note, there's a seminar coming up where we could go ahead and start to retain our freedom.
You can get gems like this, tips and tricks of all different magnitudes, but all relative to your entrepreneurial will and the desire to be your own boss. You know what I'm saying? So this Saturday is called the Legacy Workshop. You know what I'm saying? It's myself, my goddess Kia, and
what do y'all like with this?
It's an online workshop. You know what I'm saying?
Very important.
And you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we could have a brother on as a guest to kind of chop it up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
All the ammunition possible.
You know, this is how we do. We are a community. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we want to be able to give whatever information we have that could help.
That will help.
That will help. My apologies. That
That
will help liberate you. At the end of the day, this information will liberate you, and
tell them
all
the
you have
difference
to
between us and other people, because I want to make this very clear today, because the legacy is coming up. Okay, so we speak about credit a lot, and we're going to keep it really fast, but on the flip side, right, because we're Moors and we study law, we know the law behind these credit cards, what they can and cannot do. So the typical person will go into one of the 3 credit bureaus and they will dispute their credit, but we are going to show you, not on this legacy call, you have to be a part of the group, but we'll show you how you can just X out the credit to begin with, period. You know what I'm saying? So these are some of the things that you need to know, the law behind all of this to get the outcome. For instance, I kid y'all not, I went to court for Capital One because I had, went in, had some issues with them, and I was in judgment, literally in judgment. And I went in there and did an appeal. Is that correct?
You did an appeal.
I did an appeal in civil court.
You vacated the judgment so that
the judgment.
And you did something. Some people call it a de novo, where you can start the case over and present your evidence, because at this point she had not been able to present her evidence. You know what I'm saying?
This is some deep shit.
So what happens is we go into the courts. We implore the courts to say, look, we want to be able to do this. We want to be able to pull this together. And to make a long story short, because we closing out. The judge allowed her the opportunity to present her defense. Same case, same everything. So she put her defense in, which was a document that me and my brother and teacher, Jonah Bay, had prepared for her. You know what I'm saying? He basically, we studied the law, gave me the document. I added to the document, made it specific to her matter, and we sent it into the courts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, now, I served.
She served
the lawyers that's representing the credit card.
The next thing that happened after that was she was supposed to have a court date. She went in a court date. She went into the court on that date, and only to find out that her case had been discontinued, which is just another way of saying it's been dismissed. But discontinued is a whole nother aspect of it.
So I didn't have to do no payment plans, pay anything back or whatever. So you would want to know what's on that. What piece of information? Even the judge was confused. Like, why she was like, I'm not sure if you probably served them.
Now, if y'all want to know how she went ahead and did all that, y'all gotta go ahead in the seminars this Saturday.
Right. It's an online workshop.
You gotta send me the flyer. You gotta send me the flyer so I could.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that information will be at the end of this or whatever.
Yep.
And y'all gonna go ahead and learn, and y'all gonna get some good remedy.
You can go to shaka8k.com. You can get your seat there. It's June 1st, this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Let's get it. The information is out there for y'all. It's up to y'all to get it. Dex, we appreciate you for pulling up.
No doubt.
You know what I'm
saying? This was crazy.
Friend to the room, you know what I'm saying? And you definitely gonna be a semi-regular guest, because we gotta we entertain, but we gonna teach at the same time, man. So
right.
On that note,
much appreciated.
10 toes down.
10 toes down.
Let's get it. Y'all know what it is. We out.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.